You're now listening to the Win or Lose Sports Show, talking sports, hip-hop to pop culture. Presented by the 419 Grind. Available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and wherever podcasts are heard. It's kickoff time.
All right, welcome to the Win or Lose Sports Show. What up? We got a little graphic in the middle of the screen. Shout out to our sponsor, Lyman Umadop. Umadop Lucas County. We're waiting on our guests to get here and our other co-hosts. But while we're doing that, Jason, you got the scores in front of you?
I sure do.
Somebody's out there.
Yeah, somebody's here. Okay, so yeah, these are the scores for week 6. The Buccaneers beat the Eagles 28-22. The Jaguars beat the Dolphins 23-20. The Vikings beat the Panthers 34-28. The Ravens beat the Chargers 34-6. The Rams beat the Giants 38-11. The Colts beat the Texans 31-3. The Chiefs beat the Washington football team 31-13. The Green Bay Packers. Am I on the right? Yeah, I'm still right.
Oh, okay.
The Green Bay Packers win 24-14 over the Bears. The Bengals beat the Lions 34-11. And we still have some games that are still going. The Cardinals are beating the Browns 23-14 in the third quarter. The Cowboys are losing to the Patriots at halftime 14-10. The Raiders are beating the Broncos 17-7 at halftime. And that's the scores for week 6 so far.
All right, thank you for that. So we got our guests in today. We got Albert Prince Bell.
The Prince.
How y'all doing?
All right, what's going on?
Not too
Hey
bad.
man, just came from the gym, getting this little Sunday workout in.
Okay,
For
working
sure,
out on
for sure.
Sundays.
So you got a fight coming up this week,
Yes, sir.
Saturday.
No, Friday, October
Oh, it's Friday,
22nd.
22nd,
Okay.
Friday in Phoenix, Arizona, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
How you preparing for that fight?
Same as we always do. Put in the hard work, make the fight easy. Day in and day out, just preparation.
Right, you going for 21-0?
Yes, sir.
How does it feel? I want to say, how does it feel to be undefeated? But you've been keeping up as far as winning fights and keeping your training up. Like, what are you doing to keep your momentum?
Just sticking to my motivation, chasing my dreams for real. The day you lay off, the day they pay off. That's what my dad always taught me. So, you stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So I'm just trying to manifest that and make sure it becomes a reality. It's things I've been wanting since I was a kid. So now it's the time that I'm almost there and reaching my goals. Ain't no, I can't let up now.
Can't pull no punches.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this opponent coming up, do you know his history or?
I seen a couple of fight films on him, but what happened was actually they switched the opponent like 4 days ago. So now I got a whole different opponent.
Oh wow!
They did this 4 days ago?
Yeah, because the guy that I was originally supposed to be facing, that's on the poster with me, he couldn't get his passport renewed. So to say the fight card, they just gotta they put a different opponent in. He's a southpaw from the Philippines as well.
Okay.
So we just, we prepare for whatever he comes forward with.
Right. Well, I mean, from what I've seen, it don't seem like no matter what style anybody's coming at you with, nobody can really deal with it anyway.
Yeah, man, we just gonna make them adjustments and pour it on little by little, and come out with the win.
Right. I know if I had to fight you, I'd be frustrated. Like, man, I cannot get this dude.
Man, that's the thing. When you got a frustrated fighter, you got a beat fighter.
Right.
What is it about you as far as your skill set that sets you apart from anybody else in your weight class?
I got great footwork. My IQ probably higher than everybody's, and I know how to use my height and reach like perfectly instead of falling in, fighting where they want me to fight.
Right.
I make them very uncomfortable. I do the things that they're not used to seeing, especially at my height. for the weight class. They're not used to seeing it, and once they do see it, they don't really see people that know how to use it the way I do.
Right.
It's just my ring generalship.
You fight at 130?
Yeah.
130. Do people make comparisons with you and some of the local boxers here?
Oh, for sure. That's gonna happen regardless, especially when your city is as small as ours. You know, they always gonna want to compare or contrast or put y'all against each other or whatever the case may be. But we got the same goals that we all chasing, so we just try to motivate each other and push each other rather than having the crabs in the bucket mentality to pull each other down. But it's more, we not, most of us not even in the same weight class, so we definitely all can shine at once. So that's what we be on.
Yeah, what's crazy about Toledo is like we have such a close knit boxing community. We got, I can't even name all of them, but it's got to be at least 15 that are professional boxers.
Yeah, and then we got probably like right now in our city, we probably got like 20 to 25 amateurs that's not, if they not number one, they ranked in the top 5.
Right.
Yeah. That's dope.
So it's just big. We always been a fight town though. Back since the 70s and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just we just the crop that actually doing something on the big stage in the professional ranks now in this day and age. So it just seems like it's new, but it been here. We just taking it farther.
Exactly. What do you see after this fight? I know you try not to look ahead of your fights, but what do you see coming up in the future?
I'm supposed to be right back in December actually.
Okay.
But February, we got some big stuff coming up. I just got out of my contract with Top Rank. So we got the promoters in the bidding war right now, you just talking and negotiating and peeking, poking, checking, getting ready for this new year. But after these two, God willing, I take care of my business. We should be looking for a world title shot early next year, or sometime next year for sure. We should be getting a world title shot.
When you get that shot, and you win that title, do you plan on moving to a different weight class or staying right there?
It all depends. If we can get some unification going on with the other belts in the weight class, then possibly. But if not, it all depends what makes sense financially and for my career at that point.
Right.
But I'm definitely open to going up to 135 for sure. Easier to make the weight.
So yeah, I was just gonna ask you about making weight. Is that like an issue for you right now? Because it seemed like you might be walking around at your fighting weight.
Yeah, I'm probably about 8 pounds out right now, which ain't bad. I make it fairly easy, but from 30 to 35, that's a little bit more rest on your body, and you feel a little bit more stronger. So, I'm like I said, I'm comfortable with either one, my height and my body and my reach and stuff. It could go all the way to 147. What how my height is. This guy's shorter than me at weight class is way bigger. So
right. Yeah, your footwork be making me laugh, man. Because it's like you have somebody like throwing a punch, and they next thing you know they over the ropes. He over here just walking, looking at him. I'm like, wow.
I was always taught your feet get you into trouble, and your feet get you out of trouble. When you ready to go get to them, you go. That's where it's gonna take you there. Your feet, and when you ready to retreat and get away from them and move around, your feet gonna take you there. So the feet work is your feet's got to be just as important as your hands.
Right. Yep. And I can see that's very important for you because you be moving on them.
Got to hit and don't get hit.
All right. What up, Clyde?
What up, man? What's
going
on? Man, a lot. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Traffic was horrible getting here after what I was doing, but I'm here. How you doing, Mr. Bell?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm all right. You got this fight coming up Friday. Most of your fights don't go more than 3-4 rounds, right?
No, I kind of dissect
him a little
distance,
bit.
I kind of dissect him a little bit. I pick some apart.
You pick them apart.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this one go distance though. I'm trying to get him out of there.
Yeah.
You rather have get into a fight and get it over with than to have a long fight anyway. Depends on.
Yeah, it all depends. But a lot of times when you looking for knockouts, that's how you get knocked out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you're just not letting it flow and letting it happen. Because your body be so tense and you ain't really focused on your defense as much.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I just let it happen. If it come, it come. If not, a win is a win. But they do say you don't get paid for overtime in boxing.
Right.
So.
But I feel like
get 'em.
for your style, I don't want to speak for you though, but like it works to your advantage to have the long drawn out fights,
Right.
Because you making them look stupid the whole time.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you taking a lot of damage either. So it's like you popping them, got both eyes closed or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and just
right,
moving
right.
on them. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you're gonna be decided against when you fighting like that.
Most definitely. And they think is anyway, me like you're not gonna outbox me. You're not gonna make me get no dog fight or none of that to get to your advantage. So the only thing they really have against me is trying to land a knockout punch. You know what I mean? So me going there and just trying to gun for them is playing right into their favor instead of picking them apart and making them get frustrated and taking their energy. Then I could go to them and just break them down. You know what I mean? So the longer my fights go, as far as like the 10 and 12 rounds and the championship rounds, the more knockouts I get because it comes. You know, it's parts of how I do it. You know.
Right.
So let me ask you this: did you see the fight Fury and Wilder?
For sure.
People don't understand why that fight, why the results of that fight happened. Is because Fury is a boxer.
He's a better boxer, all around boxer.
And Wilder is I say a haymaker.
Yeah,
right? He's a slugger.
Wilder has a type of power that he's always in the fight because how hard he hits.
Right.
But as far as skill wise or anything other than just the power, he has nothing.
Nothing at all. Footwork.
I don't know about other people, but he ain't. When it comes to Fury is a real old school heavyweight. That's really a crop. I mean,
you
was
know why
brought up
though?
in the real boxing.
Fury's been boxing since he was what,
Exactly,
4 years old or whatever. So it's like muscle memory.
Right.
And Wilder started when he was like 21 maybe.
Yeah.
21.
That's when he started as an amateur.
Yeah. That's way too late.
Turned
That's
pro
real late.
until
My thing about
25 I think. So
my thing about Wilder is I think a lot of his past opponents he just intimidated with his look,
He did.
his demeanor, and I think now they are ready to get back at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no,
But to be honest, though,
too. That's gonna be a
But to
mistake.
be honest, I think he's still knock out mostly everybody else because the shots he even just interfered with that fight. Most guys ain't getting up from that.
No.
Yeah.
You know, so
he put him down twice, didn't he?
They put him down twice.
Yeah.
Fury
It was a good
just-
fight.
Fury just
Real
a
good
dog,
fight.
man.
Right. He's a dog. He's a bred boxer.
Yeah.
When you can't beat a bred boxer just by
Then he,
throwing
like
hard
you gotta
punches.
think the people he came up under, he was one of the last crops that came under the Emmanuel Stewart of
Yeah.
New York and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he got real live knowledge. And
Yeah. And like Wilder has no head movement.
Nah,
you
he-
can't get out there not moving
and
your
it's
head.
so crazy. He getting a little better, but like I said, it's hard to adjust to that type of skill level. You know what I mean? It's trying, especially when you're trying to learn something new and trying it on the top guy. It's not really gonna happen.
You got years and years of training. I don't care how strong
he fought
you
his
are.
butt up, dog.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Respect for that.
Yeah, yeah.
He fought with heart, man.
I really
he
wish.
was dead tired. Probably
Yeah,
after the second, third
you're right.
round.
Yeah.
And he throw a lot of looping punches, but they look the same. If he
Yeah.
threw more lefts and right hooks, you know what I mean?
Kind of like the Cowboys running the same play over and over and
Yeah,
over
trying to
again.
get a touchdown on the goal line and run the same play 4 times in a row. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, man, that's terrible. We're watching the Cowboys game right now. Yeah, so it's a huge difference between those two type of fighters. Have you experienced anybody like that, like, as far as Wilder, as far as somebody who's powerful but don't have the skill?
It's a lot of guys like that. What's so crazy is most of the guys that just come in the gym is like that.
Yeah.
Like they might tell you to work with a guy or something, you know, and you might be coming there just trying to work with them or something. But it seems like them guys are the only guys that hit you hard. Like you get like something you don't expect.
Right.
Turn it up. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of fighters like that just depend on power and not the skill. And,
Right.
But they always run a course eventually. They always run into that equalizer or that guy that just can't blow over a knockout. It's just like a bully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once somebody stands up to it and fight back, they don't know what to do anymore.
Right. It's kind of like how Wilder looked. Not that he was, a
Right.
bully, but he was kind of bullying his opponents.
Yeah.
And then he finally got somebody that was kind of backing him up.
Yeah. See, Wilder, he tried to bring the perception of the Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson was
extremely
trained.
skilled.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was a very
Extremely skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he started fighting at what, 13, 14 years old, maybe?
14.
He was knocking out ground,
It's just the way he moved. just moving like that takes so much energy.
Who, Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, even now.
Precision, everything.
Yeah.
And he ducked out. He bring his whole body up with the punch.
And like he was a
Come up with a
he was a
tornado
historian
punch.
of the game. Like
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Tyson. You can ask him about fights from 1912 and stuff. He'd tell you like
He studied the
Who's
game.
that
yeah.
man?
Yeah.
Well, I forget the man's name.
Customato.
Yeah, he had all those films at his house, and
Yeah.
Mike used to just sit down there and watch them. Just
He had to. He was Customato was a strict trainer, and when Mike got to loving him, he didn't want to lose that or let that go.
Yeah, Mike wanted. He had to do all that. Like he fell in love with it, and then it was a good thing for him because it kept him out of trouble.
Yeah, but when he passed away, boy, that just
Yeah, the Sharks got in once he
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
Yep.
protect him anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you don't have no sharks coming after you in the boxing game, dude.
No, I'm the Shark.
There we go.
I feel that though.
Right.
No, I got a little wits about myself, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I ain't really going for I ain't taking no wooden nickels as the old school people say.
Right.
Yeah, the what nigga?
Mike was a smart dude.
Nah, he
So
was,
that's why he had to have Customato
And then,
around
like
him.
I got my my dad's my trainer, you know what I mean? My uncle slash, you know what I mean, is my assistant trainer. I got my managers right here from Toledo, Ohio, Vic Green, Pulse Boxing.
Yeah, Big Green, shout out.
You know, so we really keep everything close knit. My investors is close knit, my uncles and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we all one team moving on one accord. So, you know.
That's good. That's definitely what it takes. Everybody being on the same page.
Yeah, that's all.
you know?
We all on the same page.
Right.
We ain't doing too much faking and doing all these outside people and all that.
Yeah.
That's got hidden agendas and stuff.
Yeah.
So we keep our team kind of solid and small and close knit, so we don't really having too much snakes in our grass, you know.
Right. And now, what this will be for you this year? This will be your third fight this year?
Yeah, it'll be
Wow.
the third fight this year, and
Wow.
we're looking to have one
And
more.
he said before you got here, he's having another one in December.
Yeah, it was supposed to be November 27th actually, but they said they want to move it to early December, so we just waiting on the exact date. But
Is it easier fighting back to back like that? 'Cause I know some fighters might go 8 or 9 months without another fight.
that's for that's when you gotta build the pay-per-views up and all
Right.
that type of stuff. But you know, like back in the day, they used to fight once a month
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff like that. You know, but it keeps you focused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It keeps you in shape. It keeps you out of the, you know what I mean,
Keep you
stuff
from
that
getting
you
relaxed
getting
and stuff.
Yeah, or you just getting into anything, getting back
Yeah.
to partying and kicking it
Right.
and getting in trouble or getting fat and out of shape or whatever the case may be. If you keep yourself busy and keep yourself working, you always gonna be in shape because you know you right back in camp or you know what I mean, you staying focused. But it can be taxing on the body, but you know that's what you signed up for.
Do you have a limit of fights that you can fight a year?
Not really, but you want it. But at the stage in I'm at my career, round three, that's about good.
That's cool for
about
a
a
year.
year. But like when you like you seen with Jared been fighting left and right
Yeah.
because
Right.
he in the part where his career where he's becoming like transitioning from a prospect to a contender. So your first year you come out, you want to get about 7, 8 of them joints
Right.
in a year, if possible, at least 6 at the least. You know what I mean?
Right.
But how he was doing them, he was getting them out of there so quick. He ended up getting like 8
Yeah.
of them. He got
I
like
don't
8 in
think-
his first year. I think
Wow.
I think he up to 10 now or something.
Yeah, I don't think any of his
Or
fights
11.
came out of the first round,
Yeah,
did they?
so he
His last fight was a second. No, it was
Second
first round.
Second.
Second round. Last fight was
and
second
then,
round.
he had one that went to the 5th, I think. I don't know, but he been blowing through them guys. So
Man.
once you blow through them like that, they gonna keep getting you in there because you're only going around. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, you're not
why
getting
fight
hurt.
again?
Yeah. I guess when you only go around, it don't take that much recovery time.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
or like the Prince here. If you ain't getting hit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Why not keep fighting, get that
Yeah.
check? You know what I'm saying? Like this dude. I'm just saying. Have you seen his fight?
Yeah, I'm trying to run it up.
Elusive
man.
is the name I would say.
Elusive.
Yeah, like you can't touch him, and he's still like. So, do you have any comparisons that people make as far as like, legends or just
just real good slick boxers, the Floyd Mayweathers and stuff like that. Like, well, them the fighters I take from. I don't really get into the comparisons, but I just try to learn different stuff because I watch a lot of film as well, you know what I mean, from growing up. Like my dad was a boxer, my brother, so I was growing up born in boxing, so I was watching film before I was even knew what I was watching. It was just cognitive memory.
Right. So let's
Right.
go back to that. When did you start boxing?
I got in the gym when I was like 3.
3?
Like basically, like when most kids learn how to walk and talk, I was learning how to walk,
Wow.
talk, and jab.
and box?
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't have a babysitter. I just go to the gym with my dad or my brothers. You know what I mean? So, I was in there getting it in every day. Then, but I still wanted to be a kid, so I would take time off. Then you can't fight till you like 8 in the United States. So I came back when I was 7 to be like a year ahead. And when I was 8, I had my first fight, won every single tournament it was out the gates, and never looked back, and it just kept continuing. And I left out the amateurs. I was number 1 in the country. Signed with Mike Tyson in 2013. Moved to Miami, Florida. They ended up selling that company. I went independent for a little bit. Floyd moved me out to Vegas with him for like 8-9 months. I was gonna sign with them, but that's when he had just beat Manny Pacquiao. And he had retired from boxing. So he was traveling so much and doing this thing that he wasn't really focused on the business part of his boxing company. So I just came back, got with Vic, and everything. Ever since then, we just took off on our own, just been doing our thing. Got back to like 13-0. Signed with Top Rank. I had 5-6 fights with them. I just got on my contract with them because they weren't trying to get me the fights I was trying to get. They was openly let people duck me, you know what I mean? So it was like mutual for both of us. Let me go on about my business. And now we back where we at now. Just fought 2 months ago. Right now, my man headlining in Phoenix. Gonna be right back in December. Then going into get another big contract beginning of next year and try to get this world title.
Is there anybody you licking your chops at right now? I want him.
Any of the guys that's undefeated or got a belt, or either a former champion. If you just lost your belt last fight or something, then you need to see who I compare against them. Ain't them type of guys, but
have you fought anybody that's undefeated where y'all both was undefeated?
Yeah, when I won my first title, my WBC title that I got now, I was 14-0, and I fought somebody that was 22-0.
Them be the ones, so somebody about to come out with a loss.
And that was on that. And actually, that was on the Tyson Fury undercard.
Oh, okay.
At the MGM Grand in Vegas. Yeah, okay. I fought a guy named Andy Vincius. He was a proven fighter. He was supposed to fight for a world title his next fight after he beat me. I was supposed to lose, but
we're gonna change the plans.
Yeah, and I do stuff like that guys weren't doing. You know what I mean? Nobody's 14-0 putting it all online that early to fight somebody that's 22-0 that defended their belt 3-4 times.
Right.
And stuff. But like I told you, I'm a shark.
Yeah. That's how you got to be in this boxing game.
Yeah, right, for sure.
You got to stay heavy or they're going to come for you,
Right.
Yeah, have a strong head on your shoulders, strong mental focus.
It's about self-belief, man. And then at the end of the day, you got 2 hands, just how you got 2 hands. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, ain't like other sports, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where people just, it's up to you.
Yeah, you don't got to depend on nobody else.
This dude gonna beat you up, or not. You know what I mean?
He might not even beat you. He might just get that one punch off that you wasn't expecting.
But you gotta be prepared for it all, man. It come with the territory, and I'm trying to mark my territory.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely putting on for the city because we love you.
Trying to. I appreciate it. I love y'all too.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, when you won your first title, what was the feeling?
That was crazy. I think I started crying and everything because it was just like I've been through a lot in my career, you know what I mean? Like I had 2 years lay off of managerial problems and stuff. That's why my circle's so small now. Like I lost 2 years of my career. I was put off to the side, you know what I mean? I was brought into that fight as the underdog, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then it was just like, I knew I wasn't going to lose, but it was just like very reassuring that I really did it because they could have robbed me. They could have, moved forward their plans. But it was like my first time my mama ever flew somewhere. I was able to put her on a plane and stuff. Then like just different things. It was just like something like, okay, I'm getting used to this. Like I can't let this be this. So like it's either me or him. So when I was walking through like the fight arena, they had pictures of like during the MGM Grand before you get to the walkway. It got pictures of all the legends as you go through the thing. I'm just looking like, oh, this not gonna be the last time that I'm here. You feel me? So once when I got the win, it was just like relief. Like I changed everything. I never had a diet. I never had a chef. I never ate vegetables, fruits, and all that. So I did everything. Like I put everything in there, and just and it paid off. So it was a crazy experience.
So you do that on a normal basis now, as far as nutrition and diet.
Yeah.
Do you hire somebody or do you do it yourself?
Yeah, I got 2 people. I got a guy that cooks all my food, and I got a guy that helps me make like my weight exactly, tell me what to eat, exactly how much of it, what time of the day.
Well, that's why you ain't got to cut weight. You eating the perfect meal every day. Eating
We talked
perfectly.
to who was here? We talked to Rob Mumford. He was here on the morning show maybe like a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago.
Before his fight last month in September.
And he was saying that he had to basically starve himself.
Yeah, but see, they get to it. You know what I mean? Like
He
they still at the
good.
early stages of their career.
Yeah.
So they don't know all the cuts and corners and all the different things just yet. They just going off how we went off of it in the amateurs. Because it used to be like, you just train real hard. Then when you get close to the fight, if you're a little bit off, you just starve. But some, these people, like, they had me gaining more weight close. I'm like, what the? They like, just trust me. Eat this much. Eat 5 times a day. I'm like, what? Drink 2 gallons of water. I'm like, they like, trust me. It's all going to come off at the exact time it's going to work. And, man, I got to my last fight the day before weigh-ins. I think I was like, 10 or 11 pounds overweight the day before the weigh-ins. And then we did this one thing called a salt bath.
Yeah.
Where next thing you know, I was right on weight.
What?
I'm like, what? I was so scared.
Man.
I ain't gonna be able to fight. They gonna have me overweight. I'm about to lose all my money. They gonna make me pay all the money to person.
Man.
But man, they know what they know what they doing. Man, that's what they do. So,
Right.
And that's an advantage because cutting weight the hard way is exhausting.
Yeah, and then like right after I got off the scale, he had like 4 different bottles of water. Well, each thing that you like these little powders you got to put in, shake it, and you got to take this 15 minutes, and this 15 minutes for straight rehydration. Then night, they gave me IVs. And I ain't never had all that stuff, so I'm like, so I got in the fight. I'm like, oh, I feel crazy. I feel good.
Right.
Like so.
Right.
They gave you IV to keep your fluids up and
Yeah, we
keep you hydrated.
put
and
the
everything?
fluids, everything got
Electrolytes
lost.
and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, but if you ain't hip to that stuff and you go off the old school, these
Right.
people, so it been people having an advantage over me for long because I knew about this
Right.
stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm glad I'm in the know now. You know?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's good to know. What that shirt say? Not influenced?
Yeah.
Is that your brand? That's something you working
Nah, I
on?
don't know. I don't know. Who
The shirt he put on
this
today.
is my hoodie.
It was a little chilly today.
Oh,
Chisty in here.
so we got these amateur boxers coming up. Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh, they guys just keep doing what they doing. Just gotta stay focused. Don't get caught up in the street life. You know what I mean? Because our city, the streets get the best of them
Yeah.
most of the time. When we get to the ages of 15, 16, 17, they get in that rebellious mode or just want to the peer pressure and just want to be in the what's up, what they think is cool at the moment. You know what I mean? The
Right.
gang banging in the street life and then dropping out of school and all that. But once they figure out and keep doing what they doing, they become the ones everybody else want to be like. You know what I mean? So
right.
all you gotta do is sacrifice it, man. Just keep pushing and striving for your dreams and keep listening to the people that want the best for you. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna be the people that's encouraging you to do something in the thing that you're doing right now. But you gotta sacrifice the fun to become the fun. What I mean by that is sometimes you gotta miss the parties and the doing this and all the other stuff, and then you'll see them same people when you got an event coming on. They want to be around you. They gonna come in to spend their money to see you. They come to your parties, your after fight parties and stuff. You become the fun in your city. So you just gotta sacrifice it, man. Bite the bullet for a little bit. It's gonna be sometimes the girl's gonna stun on you because you ain't got the money just in there yet. But you know what I mean. Just fast forward 3-4 years later, they got 2-3 kids running around. The baby dad, they got multiple baby daddies. They, you know what I mean. So now they chasing you. So you just got to stay focused and stay in your own lane, man, and just cater to your craft, and what you're doing is gonna take you further than what you probably couldn't even imagine. Because my 2 hands took me all over the world, and I never thought that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, yeah.
I'd have been everywhere to met all type of people that was getting money or doing this can't even get close to, and I'm just meeting them off of genuinely just because they became fans of me or what I'm doing, or we in the same rooms that you can't even pay to get in. So just stay focused and keep doing what you're doing. That's my advice.
Did you ever fight out of the country at one time?
No, I was supposed to fight in Dubai.
I thought so.
I was supposed to fight in Dubai this month, actually. That's this fight that I'm fighting now. It was originally supposed to be October 24th in Dubai, but they ended up moving it to Phoenix.
Man, I know that would have been
Especially get paid to go and everything, all their travel free. I couldn't wait.
Where have you traveled?
Find that
otherwise?
A little bit everywhere for real.
Your favorite spot?
Places. I like Puerto Rico.
Oh That's still part of the U.S., but that's
Yeah,
still a
it's
nice.
nice.
little-
Yeah, it's
That
still
joint
nice,
nice.
though. Yeah.
Nice visit though. It was beautiful. So who you like? Who you like in the local amateur scene? Like if you had to pick out one of these
Man,
boxers.
so many of them. And what's so crazy is with me, I'm hands on with like all of them.
Right.
Like I get in there and I spars them.
Yeah.
I give them mitts. I do that. But I love Yashar Williams.
Okay.
That's little buddies. He just won national silver gloves.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is a guy named Ryan Williams. Man, I don't even want to get the name on because I don't want to forget them. They gonna be mad at me. But it's like, man, shout out to the young fighters at Soul City, the fighters at Team Cartel, the fighters at Central City. It's a lot of good. It's about 20 of them.
It
Man.
is though. Like Toledo been known for having a cool little boxing turnout. Like when I go to the store on Upton and Bancroft, I like to read the articles. My man, they seem like they're all about boxers. You know, from our past. You know, and I just we don't have some sluggers come up out of here. You know,
For sure.
You know, so
Fight Town, that's what they call them. We ain't got no major sports team, so you know, our niche is fighting. That's what we do here.
yeah.
Who are some of the boxers of old or in the past that you kind of from Toledo that you kind of
Man,
look up to or looked up to while you were coming up?
most of the ones that I looked up to, people probably even heard of because they got caught up in the streets and stuff, but they never. But you know, you grew up hearing the legends of Lindale Holmes was a 2-time IBF middleweight world champion. You got Bernard Benton that was also a world champion, and then you just got like a lot of fighters like the coaches that train us now. You know, like my father, Andy Bell, Derry Riley. You know, and just different ones of that nature. Robert Easter Sr. And then just a whole crop of guys that's older than me that ain't even in sports right now because I was the baby of the team. So
Right.
I looked up to everybody, you know what I mean? But I was always trying to outdo them because I was the one that was winning everything. So me and Robert was like the youngest back then, and me and him ended up taking it the farthest.
Wow.
That's what's up. That's beautiful to have that kind of legacy. You know, already locally, and then still be young enough to go worldwide. And I believe that you personally, I know for sure gonna reach that level.
Yeah, we like the young OGs now. Like it's me and Robert was the babies now. Everybody like up under us now.
Right.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? We like the mentors or the look at or the go-to guys. You know what I mean? But we still young and in our careers trying to make it happen ourselves. But you know we do our best. But now we got the guys like Jared and them coming up under us. A lot of other guys that's turning pro. Little pretty boy Bam Bam, he's a grown man now.
Right, I know,
He's
that's
just 3 years
crazy.
old.
And I
Actually
remember
weird.
him
That
being
made me
young.
feel old. Right?
now
That
he,
makes me feel
now
old.
he's
makes you feel old.
now
Yeah.
what he like 4-0 as a professional fighter.
Right.
So, you know what I mean, we making it happen in the city for sure.
Yeah. And that's our job as well, for whatever platform aspect you're on, is to be. Somebody got to teach the next generation. Somebody have to teach us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So we gotta spread that.
Yeah,
way.
so-
Wait a
I'm
minute,
giving
Joe. Wait a
back.
minute. Wait a minute. Touchdown Cowboys. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Y'all
gotta-
needed it.
what's the score? Oh, 16-14.
16.
You Cowboys fan over there?
No,
Say
no, not at all.
Who is your team?
I don't really be fans of teams. I like players.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah,
am with
man.
NBA.
That's me in the NBA.
But
Yeah.
Tom Brady's my favorite player forever.
yeah, that's
so
a good
I
favorite
was
player.
always a big New England fan
Yeah.
because of Brady.
You know, a lot of people thought they were New England fans, but they were
Exactly.
just Tom Brady fans.
Yeah, that's how I see me. I have no shame saying that. I'm a fan of a player. Like some people be like diehard fans of organizations, and they be having to deal with them sucking for 10
Right.
years,
That's how I am.
being mad, losing all their money, or just head down.
That
Nah.
was me. Like I'm a Cowboys fan. We ain't been good since '96. So.
And like in the
I've
NBA,
been
I'm a
lucky.
LeBron James fan. Like
yeah.
before
Yeah,
LeBron, I was
fan,
Allen
not a
Iverson
Lakers
fan.
fan.
That's
Okay.
like
Me
I was
too,
Allen
Allen
Iverson was my guy.
Yeah.
LeBron James was my guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's them my people.
Iverson was the man, for real.
He
Yeah.
was the man.
Iverson was the
He
man.
couldn't do no wrong to me.
Anytime you got your mama braiding your hair at the game,
And see, I used to have braids on my back then
Right,
too.
right,
So
yeah.
I
definitely.
got the little baseball stitches once he did it. I was like, oh, that's cool. But there was a bitch to take out, man. It was crazy. But y'all know why he started getting his hair braided? He said because the barber's on the road.
Yeah, it kept messing him
Was
up.
messing
Yeah,
up. Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Like, man, let me grow this
Yeah,
out.
that's what grew him
Wow.
out. Yeah.
and that's a lot of people, a lot of athletes that just bring their barber from the crib with them. Like you got a job now, man. Okay, you don't trust other people. Then.
Yeah.
So since we're here, let's talk about the NBA. Like, do you feel the Lakers can win this year?
Yeah, definitely.
They better win.
Yeah, I think they is gonna win. Actually,
Me too.
I mean, it just depends on how good they gel. But I think they're by mid-season they should work all the kinks out.
Right.
But you know, like even the Bucks, them boys ain't no jokes.
You know
man.
what?
Like,
I don't trust the Bucks can do it.
Yeah, you know,
because, well,
man, Giannis just so
That's the
dominant.
only
I ain't
person
think
they
he was
got,
gonna be.
though.
I didn't think he was that dominant. So I
Yeah.
just seen,
Middleton.
but
he's
But they-
inconsistent.
But they work together.
yeah,
They all
and
work
they're like
together.
they like a good team. You know what I
They
mean?
know
Like
their positions and they role.
And then you got.
I don't
Eric
think Philly
Bledsoe.
gonna do it.
Nah.
I don't think they're gonna make out these. I want to. Brooklyn gonna be interesting. I want to see how they gonna be if they all be healthy. They can't never seem like they play
I don't
all
think
together.
they
That
at
was
will.
once.
crazy. That if Kyrie wouldn't have had this little situation going on, I would say Brooklyn to the finals against the Lakers.
That's what I was
You
saying
know,
last year, but
That's what we want to
to
see.
Yeah, we'll wait and
It
see.
is, yeah.
But,
it's just a.
Speaking of Kyrie, I saw a meme that cracked me up because it said, "Well, how to go? Y'all don't let me play, but y'all let Magic play."
Oh yeah, I seen that too. I
Right,
saw some
yeah.
stuff about that.
That is deep right there. That
It
is
is
that
deep.
is
It
the
is
whole
deep.
deepness.
They didn't let Magic play though. They kicked him out.
After you
Yeah,
got
he,
that,
he
inaccurate.
came back and played.
Yeah, he
played
came
the
back
They
and
said
played.
no.
Yeah,
No, he
Because
came back.
all the Karl Malone complained.
No. He came back the next year and played.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember?
Then they brought him back a few years after
I
that
remember
for
Karl
All-Star
Malone
game.
complaining because he got
All-Star
cut.
game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got scratched or cut. He was bleeding. Karl Malone
I
freaked
could
out.
have
that
swore they told
Oh,
him
did
he
he?
couldn't play
Oh,
no
yeah.
more.
Karl
Yeah.
Malone, I don't
He
know that-
played like half the season or something.
I think he resigned himself because he didn't want to be.
Because he was playing power
That's probably
forward.
what happened, though,
He
yeah.
played power
I
forward.
think he let himself go because he didn't want to bring
Yeah.
that pressure to the league.
We was going out to Pastor Waters' house and watching them games.
Yeah, that was Lakers and Bulls played that game.
Yeah, he was big and bald and fillets apparently, but
It's just crazy, like that for them to do that to Kyrie. Like I understand the situation with the vaccine and everything.
test
you have to get the vaccine?
him every.
No,
It's just test
Why
him.
not test him
They
every
can test
game?
him every game. But what's crazy is this is what happened last night. So the Washington Wizards
Wizard, yeah.
came to New York and played the Knicks. Bradley Beal, who's not vaccinated, played in that game
played in New York?
Madison Square Garden. Yes.
So okay.
But
I know.
Kyrie can't
But
play.
Can't play
You're
at
not
home
allowed
because
to
he
play.
works
But that's the
for an
Barclays
organization.
in New York.
Wait a minute, because he works for an organization in New York. If you work for an organization in New York, you have to be vaccinated to play in a major sports team. Because Bradley Beal's from Washington D.C., he don't have to be vaccinated and can play in New York.
That does not make sense.
That don't make
It
sense
seemed
at
like
all.
they would back him up, like the players would back him up a
I
little
don't
bit.
understand why they don't.
Yeah, it seemed like they would like
Because people played this thing against Kyrie.
If it wasn't
Stephen
Kyrie-
A. Smith from ESPN,
Yeah,
First
he-
Take, he be going in
He
on
went
Kyrie.
in on him.
he getting. I mean, he getting paid for agenda they pushing though. That's all
That's
that is.
crazy.
He
You know what I
just be
mean?
yelling and talking
But that's
nonsense.
just how United States play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a dirty game. You know what I mean? Everybody, because I don't want to get too deep on it, but
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? But
Yeah,
But it is. It's not like it's.
it's
and then I would
definitely an
think more-
agenda though.
Yeah.
I would think more in your field of boxing, they would force y'all more to get it.
Nah, yeah, I hope they don't start it.
It's too much. Like they go everywhere to fight.
But do they test y'all every fight?
Yes, we got to get COVID tested, but I don't got no problem with that.
See, I don't think Kyrie have a problem getting tested every game.
I don't think he would either.
And I think they made the test a little bit easier so they ain't jabbing that shit all the way up your nose all the time.
But they,
Yeah, just a
that ain't even nothing for real. That's just a little quick
Yeah, just
little.
sting a little bit is all.
Yeah.
I done took a few COVID tests.
Yeah, I have to. And I
Not
think
bad.
the NBA is pushing this.
It's a narrative they
The
trying to push for
vaccine.
sure.
that they want it
what
to be.
I don't understand why. Like, it's the commissioner behind it, like the team owners behind it. But let the players play. Let's have a full NBA season.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had one in
Right.
3 years now.
Right.
Then people getting on him, but you can't get on that man for standing on
No,
his
you
morals
can't.
and his principles about some stuff he don't know what's getting jabbed into his body.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't.
Like,
do
you know
that.
what I mean? They didn't do no. That's the quickest vaccine they ever came out with ever. You know what I mean? Like,
we test dummies, you know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
they don't know what's going on now. That's why it's a booster to go at the shot because they don't know everything that's
Yeah.
going on with the shot. So, and I think at first you were supposed to take the booster at 6 months, but now they moved on and said you should take it at 3 months.
Yeah, no. Now you should take it every 6 months.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then it's all type of complications.
Every 6 months, you know how much money
There's a lot
they're.
of stuff going
Is
on
the
with
booster
that.
shot
Well,
free?
there's a player. I forgot what team he played for. Maybe OKC. He fumbled the ball.
Yeah, he muffed the punt. Well, he was
Oh,
running with it
my
and then dropped it when he got tackled.
They didn't get it back. So it's a player. I think he played for OKC, but he can't play this year
Because he got blood clots.
Because he got blood clots from the vaccine.
He played for Atlanta.
Was it Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of the name, but I just saw that he played for Atlanta.
So they
They
did what?
say
now?
everybody got the blood clots though when you get the vaccine. It's on a microscopic level.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? They're doing a lot of blood
But
clots.
he was expanded to where he can't play.
And they say like, and you know, like basically. See, I be knowing so much about this stuff but you know that you can't even donate blood anymore.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like you have like your body is tainted now. Like you know what I mean?
wow.
Yeah, the vaccine.
That
Like you
is
can't if you vaccinated, try to go donate plasma or donate blood. You can't unless you're in Los Angeles where they take toxic blood.
You said we know too much.
They take toxic blood in California. Why?
Burn.
But yeah, you blood clot on a microscopic level.
Wow.
That's deep.
It's not FDA approved.
Yeah,
Well, I think one of them.
if they did, they like pushed it though. They like just did that shit so they could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got like, and then like if you the people that don't have to take it is all the people that's in the government, all the people in the White House, the Pentagon, the people who created the vaccine, and stuff like that. Like none of them people have to take it.
You know what? Y'all remember the
They exempt.
videos of everybody taking the vaccine, but it was like, what is that? They're not doing the vaccine. This
The
is
one
not-
they showed, it wasn't even no needle.
It was no needle. It just
I didn't see that.
It was just
a
a look.
syringe.
It was just for the look. So
I'm like, really?
yeah, I'm gonna be like the government and them other people and not take it.
Yeah, I wait.
Yeah,
I just, how can they approve one vaccine and not approve the rest of them? That's scary right there.
Yeah.
yeah, they got to tear up and tie it to the world opening back up. So the time span of them doing that. So now that's why they hammering down on it. You know what I mean? Because the world was opening up without it, so they got to hurry up and tie that with the vaccine. Like we got, if you want the world to go back to how it was, you have to be vaccinated. But
Even
they
though
just saying the
everything's
world
really
was already
opening
open back
up.
up,
Yeah,
so they trying to hurry up and retie it back up. Like CNN exposed, they playing a while ago on accident. A reporter had said it. And they
you paying
got rid of
attention,
it.
huh?
Oh yeah, I do a lot of research on stuff. I'm like a Kyrie type dude.
But there's nothing wrong with that though.
He be on that
There's nothing
deep
wrong
level.
with being educated. People say he's crazy or he's weird or he's dumb for being educated.
That's
All
what
that
I was
is-
gonna say though.
all
like,
that word is to bottle you up when they can't explain. I mean,
Yeah.
understand what you. If you anything outside the norm, and
Right.
most of the norm is sheep. So
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So
It was crazy if he was to show somebody what he read in the book or where he got the knowledge from, they would still think he was crazy.
They were still
Oh man, you reading this crazy stuff.
it's not that they think that he's crazy. They want to call him crazy,
Right.
Because he's going the extra mile and doing the research for himself. And what he said was, I have nothing against being vaccinated. It's just the people who can't say no and they can't go to work because their job won't let them go to work without having a
Right.
vaccine. That's who he's fighting for, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Don't call him dumb for that. Don't call him a bad teammate for that.
I wish you
And
could
I'm
be better.
wondering-
then he don't know what he putting in him. Like
Right.
You know what I mean? It's people dying from this stuff. It's people faces paralyzed.
Yeah,
on one
I saw
hand, like
that, yeah.
all type of stuff is going on. People can't have kids
And
and
you know what's
sterilized.
crazy? Is I've
don't
already
know.
been diagnosed with Bell's palsy, and that's one of the main things that happened. That's why my face is a little limp.
Oh, that's
When
why?
I
I
got
thought
that.
somebody hit you in the face. Okay.
got hit real good in the face.
No, I got what is called Bell's palsy. The nerves on one side of your face don't react the same. And I ain't had no vaccine, so I get it. My whole shit be hanging on me. So I'm nervous just because of that.
And you don't
Right.
know, and like it's just like you know what I mean. It's like certain type of drugs. Once it's in you, you don't know what you got until it's
Right.
too late.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you have so many overdoses and stuff now with you know what I mean, the heroin and the fentanyl and
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that
Oh,
because
yeah.
you don't know what you got until you shoot it up in you. Then it's too late. So it's the same thing with these vaccines. You don't know what you putting in you.
Right.
And like some people, it's kind of our subject, but some people are talking about having like a testing center for drugs, and so like you're not gonna get arrested, but you're just making sure your drugs are safe.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about
It's
that
a
too.
trap.
I mean, if they would have done it right, if you had the right people running it,
That's a
and you
trap.
ran it right,
You come in there
Well,
with,
all right.
Get out of
there.
You got cocaine right here.
you come in there. Let me touch my brick. Make
You
sure my brick.
got some fire right here, but it ain't too fire, so you got that on the street.
Yeah, they got a place for you.
Come on, man.
You better not sell this. I don't know what these numbers are, but it ain't looking
It's not
too
supposed to be the sellers going in there. It's the people who bought it. If you go in there with a whole kid cooked them, what's that's like? They probably will call the police.
Yeah.
But it's like you got your little 8 ball, a little something. You You trying to make sure ain't no fentanyl, make sure it's pure.
They're going to have you in a rehab center.
Right.
A lockdown.
They're going to cuff you. You ain't going to be able to leave.
You go in room B.
Right. Just filing everybody off.
We'll be there in a minute. Start taking your clothes off. Get comfortable.
You got to take your clothes off just to get your drugs tested.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you think Tom Brady is going back to sports? You think Tom Brady's going back to the Super Bowl this year? I'm not going to say Tampa Bay. I'm saying Tom Brady because you're a fan of Tom Brady.
Yeah, they definitely got a shot.
Yeah.
Man, when it's just time for them playoffs and when it matter, that Brady just something different.
He is. That's what's scary.
Yeah,
that's what's scary for me as a Cowboys fan.
And he really don't take hits, you know what I mean, too much.
Right.
So
No. He's going to be healthy the whole year.
He's always surrounded with the best linemen that keep him safe.
Yeah.
He pulled a doozy Thursday on the Eagles.
Yeah, that
was a good game.
It was a good game.
Well, a terrible game for the
They
Eagles.
play, don't they?
No,
The Bucks play today?
They played
They
Thursday.
played
Okay.
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what's scary for the Cowboys is like we look good winning these games, but what happens in the playoffs?
Right.
When it matter, right?
Yeah, when it
And so
matters.
those decisions, those weird decisions like what were made
What they
today
doing now?
to go for it on 4th and 2 on your own, side of the field in the first quarter and then running a dive play 3 times in a row and then a quarterback sneak over the top and can't get in the goal line, you can't win playoff games like that.
No.
That'd be scared too.
Right. So you barely win this game today against New England because you had got some poor decision making by the quarterback, by the offensive coordinator, but then you got the head coach who's not managing the game properly.
Right.
Like Mike McCarthy is not a good coach to me. I'm sorry.
New England's, they still got Cam Newton?
Nope.
No.
He got cut.
You're a free agent.
Yeah. So they got
So who they quarterback?
Mason
Jones.
He said who?
I thought
George Jones or some Jones. I forget
I thought
his
that was
first
Mason.
name.
Mac Jones.
Mac
Jones,
Jones.
yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones. He
He's
doing
not
all
bad.
right.
He's not bad.
Not bad. They won 2 games this year, 2
Yeah.
and 3. So it's not bad. He's just not Cam Newton or Tom Brady.
And Bill Belichick didn't like Cam Newton.
Oh.
He didn't really give him a good shot, I don't think. Bill Belichick, I don't think he liked Cam Newton because he's a
think
big
he even tried to
flashy.
Who's that?
Cam Newton, he's like kind
You know
of flamboyant.
you know what that was?
What?
When Tom Brady went to New England, look at that man.
Well, he just missed that pass.
When Tom Brady went to New England, he set a standard.
Mm-hmm.
Like he put on a tie and went to the office every day.
Right.
Cam Newton put on a hoodie, or if he don't put on the hoodie, he put on the hoodie and a big hat,
Right.
and some big boots.
Right.
So he's more of a.
If I want a suit, but they have a
Or
big
some shorts.
huge bow tie
And some
with a
shorts
big
or some
hat.
heavy loafers.
He's like
something weird.
he's like the total
Oh,
opposite.
my God.
Yeah.
What's up with your team?
I don't know. They dropping.
Stop
They
it.
literally dropping the ball. But Cam Newton is like the total opposite of what Tom Brady
That's
is.
what I'm
this
saying.
one.
Cocky, kind of, and he's a big presence. And Tom Brady is the model employee.
Dak? I mean, Zeke?
Oh, my
He's
God.
supposed to have hands too.
No, he's supposed to catch the ball, no matter who's about to hit him.
That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be one of the catching backs.
All right,
He's
third and
supposed to be
10.
good at this.
On the 28-yard line.
I remember I went to my first football game. The field was not as big as TV made.
No, it's just like when you go to your high school game.
Right.
It's the same
Come on.
size. Wow, that was
That's
crazy.
2 penalties right there, ain't it?
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting tonight. The Steelers play the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, that's-
Steelers is my team, by the way.
I'm getting ready for that game.
It's gonna be exciting. I don't know what to expect really from our offense or defense.
Is Russell Wilson playing?
I think so. Is he hurt?
He got a broken finger.
Oh,
Dislocated finger.
that would be awesome if he didn't play. I hope he's not playing. It would make things a whole lot easier.
I don't think he is.
Is Ben Roethlisberger playing?
Oh, he playing.
Yeah, he gonna play.
But is he gonna be
That
there?
might make it a lot harder for y'all.
I mean, if he playing, it'll make us harder.
Yeah.
Or if he not playing.
If he playing, he need to sit down.
No, he don't. He played great last week. The week before last, he was hurt, and he is old, so he gonna do some old people shit. But
He don't need to sit down.
not yet.
Oh.
No, because the guy who's behind him is worse.
Oh.
We don't want Mason Rudolph out there.
Oh, that's where I got Mason from.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, we don't want him out there. He got hit in the head with the helmet.
Oh.
And so anytime you let somebody take your helmet,
that was last year when
what's his name? Myles Garrett took his helmet off and hit him in the head with it.
Like, boom.
He took his helmet off of his head and then hit him with it. Yeah, they was fighting. The game was over and Cleveland was winning by a lot, and they was talking trash and. We were frustrated. So, Steelers was talking trash, and it's just a fight broke out.
Mason Rudolph said some questionable things.
They said he said some questionable things. I can't imagine him being like that, being on the Steelers, though. Like, you surrounded by...
That don't matter.
It don't matter? You think you'd still be super racist like that?
Yeah, look at John Gruden.
John Gruden's the head coach.
It don't matter.
And his I bet his staff reflects his racism.
I'm sure that is.
Yeah, but like the Steelers, they are diverse.
Yeah, they don't. People can hide racism all the time.
Yeah,
they can.
So you next to the Marquise Pouncey is taking your place.
Yeah.
Or taking up for you.
Yeah.
Even though you called this man that word.
Yeah.
I don't.
He don't believe. Pouncey didn't know he called him that name.
How would he not hear? Everybody else was laying there around him.
Maybe Myles Garrett made it up.
I think Myles Garrett made it up.
No, he wasn't doing that.
I think Myles Garrett is a wild guy sometimes.
I'm sure he is, but he wouldn't make that up. Not like that. No.
Most people don't make it up.
You right. Maybe I'm being a homer.
Sugarcoat it.
Am I being a homer? I think I might be a homer right now. Sticking up for Mason like that. Maybe he did call him the N-word. Maybe he deserved to get hit in the head with
homer?
Yeah.
What's a homer?
Like a home team.
Oh, that's more like Homer Simpson.
No, not a Homer Simpson. Like a homer. Like only for the home team. Anything for the home team. Even if they're wrong, I'm for the home team. But I don't want to be like that. That's not me.
You gotta pray and ask God about it.
I probably should.
Take that away from you.
I don't have it. I don't receive it. I'm not like that.
So, Albert, are you taking the team out to Arizona to the fight? Besides your fighting team?
Oh, got a few supporters coming out there that's gonna make it. Some people that's from the city that's living in Arizona, surrounding areas, or people just that's fans of me gonna make it. But outside my fight team, it's probably like 10 of us going.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't we have some 15. Listeners in
about 15?
Toledo got a heavy presence in Arizona.
Yeah, we got some people in there. Yeah.
Maybe we can get them to go check out the fight.
Yeah, I got a lot of people hit me up that's in Arizona already. Like, I bought my ticket as soon as you announced it. And you know what I mean? So there's gonna be a few people there.
How does that affect you when you go into different time zones? Like, did it affect your rest a little bit?
Nah, not for real. I'm like a night owl anyway, so that'd be kind of helping me a little bit. Because I stay up late anyway. So if I stay up at 3, 4 in the morning here, that's like 12 one there. So
not too late.
That's even better for me.
I think we get that thanks to social media. I think social media made everybody night owls.
I just, man, I've always been like that though. Like my whole life, I just always been like staying up late or something. I feel like I'm gonna miss something. So I don't know.
Well, so people can watch the fight here too, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be streaming live on Fight TV.
Fight TV. You can get that on Apple.
Yeah, you get that on like everything. That's like a network for all like the combat sports.
I'm subscribed to it.
Yeah,
you can see all the old fights, all the UFC fights.
Yeah,
and
all that type of stuff. Wrestling, fighting,
get on
boxing.
It's called Fight TV. Is that
FIT?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got the FIT. Y'all ordered that for one fight.
Yeah. So it'll be streaming on there live.
You don't have to sign up for that.
Yeah, that's good. We have a lot of old fights you can look up and just see it.
Yeah, I was showing the boys the Ali Frazier, the first fight, because we watched Big Brother. I don't know if any of y'all watched that, but Joe Frazier's son was on there.
What?
So, yeah, he was quite annoying. But
he was on there as a cast member.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Do y'all watch it? Because I can.
I haven't watched Big Brother.
Which one was his son? I mean, which one of his sons was it? You know
Derek.
the name?
His name was Derek. They called him Derek F.
It's probably one of the younger ones.
Yeah, he's young. He's in his 20s, maybe.
What? Joe Frazier got a son that young?
Yeah, they got that one. I mean, he's probably his youngest son.
It might be. He's you know how Magic Johnson's son?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, but he's very interesting, very fun to watch. But
he was a lot of characters.
and he made it to the final 2. He made it to the finale. He didn't win, but it was interesting to watch and see Joe Frazier's son. He's nothing like him.
He probably can't fight though.
I mean,
his son Marvis used to fight Marvis Frazier. He fought one of.
I did see him.
He fought Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I saw that.
He got destroyed.
Yeah, Mike Tyson did him bad.
Yeah.
That's what Mike
he only fought like 2 fights, right?
No,
Right,
he fought some fights. He ran into Mike, man.
Yeah.
Mike loosened something up on him.
Yeah, I don't think he had too many like big fights.
No, he ain't getting it. That probably was the only big fight he got. And
Yeah.
that wasn't even a big fight then because Mike was on the come up.
Right.
So, do you got any favorite like classic boxing that you like? Like, is it like a fight that you watch over and over again? Like, this was my fight.
I could watch a fight. Like I could watch any of the great ones fights. Like whenever. Like it don't matter. Like any given time. I don't care who they fighting or what. I just like to see.
Right.
Like I could watch Sugar Ray Leonard anytime. Any of the prime Roy Jones, Ali, Mike Tyson, Pernell Whitaker.
Sweet pea.
Yeah. It's a lot of fighters I watch, man. But any like the great ones or the real good world champions that was champion like a lot of times in different weight class stuff, I could watch about any of theirs whenever.
If I had a fight I could watch over and over, I think it would be the Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler.
Man,
that was a fight.
And that's a quick fight too. So you can watch that one.
You can watch it over and over like within an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that fight, and I like the Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler fight.
Cause they was real life rivals.
And you know, they was going at it back then. Tommy Hearns and any of them three in there. Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray, and
you got
Marvin
the four.
Hagler.
Don't forget about Roberto.
Yeah, you gotta add the fourth one in there.
You gotta put Roberto in there.
For Roberto Duran, hands of stone. It wouldn't be them without him.
Man,
that's true. I don't like the fact that he quit though. He said no mas.
He was taking too much. He was
frustrated.
I really like the documentaries though. I love watching like
I just watched
fight documentaries.
I just watched not Mike Tyson. I just watched the Muhammad Ali documentary. They just did again with him and
Malcolm X.
Blood Brothers.
I watched that.
You watched that? Man,
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that was
good. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was
I had to
dope.
watch it.
It's crazy though how
I love watching stuff on Malcolm X too. I could watch.
Yeah, me too. I watched
Yeah.
everything that they put on Netflix about Malcolm X. I watched. Yeah.
And you know it's crazy how coming up, like I read about Malcolm X in elementary in the library. I would get them books, but they never tell you the full story.
Nah.
Like when I was watching The Godfather Harlem, how him and Bumpy Johnson worked together.
Right.
They said a lot of that stuff was made up though.
Yeah.
For the TV purposes, but they heard they said they was real close, but they said a lot of that was like, you know what I mean, like just for TV.
I can get it though,
but
I can see them being like that too in Harlem. You know, working together like that. I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. That Godfather Harlem, bad boy. I can't wait till that come back on. I'm trying to get this person to watch Godfather Harlem. They don't trust my judgment on them.
Oh man, that's one of the best shows. Yeah.
Man, that joint there.
Yeah. Let me ask you this then.
And it's all like basically based on true events. So that stuff deep.
Do you watch like Lifetime movies and dramas and thrillers with her?
No, I don't watch no Lifetime movies.
That's how you get her to watch the stuff you want to watch with you.
I'm like when it comes to movies, like I'm like an expert. Like it's like my expertise. So if I pick something out and I tell you to watch it, like you should watch it. Right. I'm like a movie critic.
Right.
Do you like BMF right now?
Yeah, I'm like I watched this. I watched it at 12:02 last night.
I started to. I'm tonight to watch it.
I'm waiting to get at least 6 episodes in before I start watching.
You don't want to have to wait.
No, yeah.
I hate waiting in suspense.
Then you see, Tommy got his show coming out next. Coming up, I think.
Story from
see, I'm so far behind. I never watched Power because what you call it threw me off from it. All the other stuff. Remember the stuff that started off this kind of show, like on
Empire?
Fox? Empire.
Oh, see, no.
Oh, no,
See,
you Power.
50 Cent went on none of that stuff.
Empire 3 on
Power.
Yeah, because I
Power
tried to
is
watch
smoking.
it.
Empire is good for like the first 3 seasons.
Exactly.
I don't know what happened after that. Like,
flipped it, yeah.
man, Empire used to be that show. I used to be every Wednesday in front of the TV waiting on that.
The drip drop lollipop.
Yeah, the songs was fire. The storyline, they I don't know.
And Jesse Smouye was out there doing some
Smooth, yeah, he funny.
Again.
Is he?
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
that. They
What do you do now?
try to get the
He
case
tried to get the
dropped
case
or something.
dismissed. We'll talk about it tomorrow on the show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
He tried to get the case dismissed.
But yeah,
and the judge said
power ain't nothing like the
I'm gonna have to start
Empire.
a power, yeah.
They still doing that case for him though. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I'm about to go do some reading. That was like 6 years ago.
Man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Wow.
All right, so we
Dave
got
Chappelle on it.
we went over time, but we good. So how can people find you if you want people to find you on social media?
You can hit me on Instagram at Albert Prince Bell, Facebook Albert Prince Bell, and Twitter Albert Bell 419.
All right.
That's what's up,
Any
man.
last words, guys?
I just want to wish you good luck on your fight, man, and to the success in your career, man. Just stay positive, keep your head up, and stay consistent, because that's what pays.
Most definitely, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, keep making them look silly out there, man. 'Cause,
Got
that's what
to.
you're doing, man. That shit look crazy.
And we also going to be working to get a 419 grind patch on them shorts, maybe for the next fight or the one after that.
Yeah,
they
I wanted
don't-
to get it for this
They
fight.
they don't cost too much or nothing.
That's all, you
They
work
don't
it
cost
out.
too much.
That'd be
I work with my people.
Y'all
You know
want
what
to
I
get
mean?
on, who was that? So this the Jared.
Jared sent
Oh yeah,
Jared
Jared
sent-
high right now.
Yeah, I
Jared,
think short
Jared,
numbers,
It'd be cool to get on Jerry Short.
Jared on the pay-per-view card. You know what I mean?
Right,
Jared
yeah,
get that
man.
money. But no, I don't. They ain't too much of nothing.
Yeah, his price might go up soon. I might have to catch him quick.
Yeah. But thank you for coming to the show. We appreciate you stopping by. Next week we got Rynell Isom. Y'all know him?
Ice.
The Ice. So stay tuned. Next Sunday at 6 o'clock we'll be live again. You can listen to this on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. So see you guys next week at 6 o'clock.
Peace out. That guitar or some shit.
That's a nice setup in here.